My name is John Bolton, and for the last 30 years I've been a massive fan of the Equalizer. I remember watching it when I was far too young to have been watching it, and it's been my favourite, or one of my favourite TV series pretty much my entire life. So fast forward up until about a couple of months ago, and I was lucky enough to go to New York for a few days to celebrate my 40th birthday. 40 years. Jeez. And I decided that I would try and make some use of that opportunity to go and find some of the shooting locations for episodes of The Equalizer. And after quite a lot of man hours, I managed to pin down quite a lot of locations. Dozens and dozens of them, actually. And I had planned out 3 days of pretty heavy location spotting, which would have taken me through probably most of the locations, most of the episodes that I liked, particularly from the first 2 seasons. I've only got as far as mapping out the first 2 seasons, and I still have plenty of gaps. Turns out, though, being fat and old means that actually I didn't get around nearly as many as I'd planned. Men plan, and God gives you fat and painful feet. So, what follows in this video and any videos that follow in this series is my attempt to capture as many of the locations as I realistically could in the time that I had, with the feet that I had, and I've interspersed bits that I found with clips from the episodes in question. And so this is The Equalizer, filming locations, some of them.
Why do they want to know where I am all the time?
Well, they may just want to ask you some more questions, that's all.
Can't read that, but...
Come on, keep walking.
What's wrong? What's happening?
Just keep walking.
Police precinct building, and they cross over to 145, which is not 143, 145. So McCall rushes her across the street, and then they walk in this direction. Oh, focus. In this direction, so they've kind of come from that police precinct to here, and then down this street. One West 29th Street on Broadway, and that view is where in the title sequence you see a man just sort of emerging from a car, and you can see the old garden restaurant further up. This is where that was filmed.
That's it? Miserable life? I expected you to elaborate somewhat.
So Jimmy, I think, comes down here and across, and McCall is stood around here somewhere. So that salmon pink building is where Jimmy comes across. I think there was a building there originally. Looking at this, some sort of shop. But there we go. So this is the So in the opening titles, we see a man. The camera zooms out, and there's a man running down this sidewalk in that direction. So he's running that way. Filmed from probably that building, or maybe that building. This is the street he's running down. That's the direction he's running. So there's, as best you can see it, a shot of it. It's done right on the corner, and we can see. Actually, it must have been filmed from there, because we can see the side of that building in the shot, I think. But yeah, so that's the way he runs, down that way. Huh. There's the Empire State Building, and the Flatiron Building is there. So he runs this way, like that. I just did it. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, it's getting quite nice and light now. You can actually sort of see stuff. So in the opening titles, this guy, there's a marble collegiate church, don't know how you pronounce it. There, Empire State obviously behind. He runs down this way, down 5th Avenue, between 28th and I guess 27th, down that way. So he runs this bit. Quite amazing to actually be here looking at that.
Hello?
My name is Chris Winter. Can you help me? I'm worried about my dad. I think he's in a lot of trouble.
My chauffeur now? Your travel plans have changed.
This is the building that McCall emerges from. Looks a bit different now than it did. Well, actually, not that different. Can't really see the arch thing over the door, but I guess you couldn't see that in the episode. So what you can really see is this gold business in the bricks. But yeah, that's where it happens. He comes out of there, and then I think his car must be parked here somewhere. So yeah, there you go, to 35th Avenue from the episode Re-Entry, and there is the Flatiron Building, just sort of there in the distance. Amazing.
Robert McCall!
Martin O'Donoghue.
So in the episode Shades of Darkness, McCall meets Father O'Donoghue at the Church of the Transfiguration on East 29th Street. And there it is. A little darker than I would have liked. Some of these things are quite easy to see in the dark, and some of them are really very difficult indeed. But anyway, there's the Church of the Transfiguration. You recognise, and that's a dead giveaway. What's amazing about this little church is, apart from being quite beautiful, in fact, you know what, I'm going to go in. There's a little statue of your main man. What's amazing about this church is look where it is. You've got that on that side, you've got that on the other side, and then there's this little tiny church just sort of here. and it's genuinely beautiful. There's a little fountain thing here. Voice is going. Voice has been going all weekend. It's just not getting any better. And here's this tiny little church. It's not even that tiny. So there's the Church of the Transfiguration there on 29th Street. And then up here is the intersection with Madison Avenue. So this now is Madison Avenue. Look at these buildings. Crazy. So this is Madison Avenue. It's the that. And then we turn left up here and then right down West 30th Street. East 30th Street. Which is over this way, so we'll cross the road in a sec. Oh, we're across the road now. That's that. Right, East 30th. Just to give the shake. It's quite uneven, this ground. Right, so this is East 30th Street. The Martha Washington Hotel appears to have been what the Nottingham is now.